Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Christmas day, 2025. That's right, December 25th, 2025. This episode of the Canuck podcast, episode 391. Basically, just a Merry Christmas to you all and my projection on things to come based on the performances of our society and our leadership. And of course, the wonderful world of the internet. Who knows what's going to be in store for us in the immediate future? Listener view discretion will be advised because I will swear, smoke cigarettes, and make fun of the powers that be, and wish you all a wonderful, fantastic holiday. See you in a bit.
Hit it, sweetheart. Because I am hard, you will not like me.
Oh, yes, sir.
There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worthless.
From Western Canada, this is the Crusty Canuck podcast, a Canadian veteran's point of view on political, social, economic issues and life. Here's Crusty.
And that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Merry Christmas. That's right. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish listeners out there. And happy winter solstice to all my pagan friends. You all know who you are out there. If you like to hear what you see, ladies and gentlemen, please click like, subscribe, share this content, all of your social media platforms. Do not be shy. Please give us Canucks a little incentive here to this holiday season. If you feel like giving, help me out. Please do. Donate if you can. Links will be in the description for you. As per always, having issues with my microphone again. So if you hear some clicking and clacking, do not take it personally. And I've had some emails the past couple of days in regards to my volume. Now, when I do my playback, I double check my volume. I double check my sound. Everything's good. So maybe check your feed and how you listen to this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And now, Merry Christmas out there. It's now December 25th. Hope you've had a good meal. Hope your kids got the goodies they wanted this year. Hope you got what you wanted this year. And I'm not going to be rambling on as usual, per se. But I will say, I want good things to happen to you all. I want you all to feel good, special, and warm. I know your worth. I know that you're worth a hell of a lot more than just a few tax dollars and just a number on a ballot to some of these ass clowns we call politicians. Now, I had a pretty good conversation with my father today when I was at work. He gave me a call, had a video call there, wished me Merry Christmas. I was working. And I had a good discussion about politics. You know, it was brief, but it really gave me some insight on individuals in his generation that drank the Kool-Aid, per se. I'm not condemning my father. He's my dad. But there's people around him that really bought what the carnage has laid out to offer for all the minions out there. And they all failed to realize that we're still in debt. Things aren't getting better for Canadians economically, regardless of how you look at it. And when people say that the government created jobs, well, creating government jobs is not job creation. You might get some people gainfully employed, but they get paid via tax dollars. They don't get paid by private companies that are digging or building or anything. They don't get paid based on a profit margin that these companies make when they give products to the world, i.e. oil, lumber, resources, that kind of thing. So if you're going to pat yourself in the back and be proud of Carney's accomplishments this year, I'm just going to say it. You're fucking stupid. Okay? And I've had people weigh in on my show on this channel, on Rumble, and on other platforms, and especially on TikTok, where you get these tiny little kids. Well, they're not really kids. They're about 25, 30, but they're acting like little kids, thinking that they're going to save the world with this proletariat, and they're going to save the world with Carney's little Karl Marx isms. And it's not, because there isn't a society around today that has thrived based on totalitarianism. Red China is pretty well close to it, but they have to have some freedoms for people to make money in order to get ahead. Okay. But they also have their restrictions too, all the ESG, BS, social credit scores that a lot of companies here in North America are trying to implement still. It's a losing battle for them, thankfully, but make a long story short, there's still a lot of people out there that are having their heads in the clouds, thinking the Canadian arrogant way, thinking, oh, this will never happen to us. And, oh, no, we're too good for this. And, oh, we're too good for that. And our healthcare system is superior. And our tax system is superior. And our social programs are superior. And yet you've got working class Canadians, all colors and creeds, all genders going without. Okay. There's a big shitstorm in Grimsby, Ontario, because they were going to close, well, not close, but they were going to fire a lot of permanent employees at a couple of those locations and replace them with TFWs. And a lot of people raised a stink, which is good, but who knows what's going to be in store for them next year. Okay. So as I say, Merry Christmas to you all out there. Let us still be thankful for what we do have, whatever sanity we have left, whatever freedoms we have left, because next year when they, politicians come back to work, not that they did any of their work to begin with, not much anyway, but in the same sense, let us reflect, hopefully, that there's better things than laying ahead. Now, politically speaking, from my personal point of view, when it comes to the world affairs, when it comes to strife in other countries, a certain part of Europe and in the Middle East, it does look a bit promising, but I'm not going to say it is promising. Proxy wars are made and carried on because someone's going to make some money. Okay. We have a government that still wants to fund that dirty little war, that still wants to give away millions in regards to kit and equipment, while our military is going without. Now, the powers that be in this country are thinking that, we can have 300,000 people that are ready to go in uniform in a supplementary reserve kind of format. We'll give you a week's training on how to shoot and how to drive and how to use a drone to defend us, sorry lots. And I'm not going to put any articles or anything in my description. This is basically just a Christmas message and an assessment, kind of like an end of year thing too. But there's one thing I do want to say though too. I'm seeing a lot of pages pop up praising certain podcasters, saying, check this guy out, check that guy out, check this podcast out, check that podcast out. And I'm not the jealous type, but just for the record out there, ladies and gentlemen, and if you're part of the so-called new kind of conservative movement in Canada right now, I have been doing this since 2018. I started off with a few videos on YouTube, just speaking my mind, and I eventually be able to buy some of this equipment. When I had the money to do a proper podcast, I spend my monthly allowances in regards to my podcast channel, my hosts and everything. And I try to get involved, and I've reached out to many so-called conservative podcasters and other podcasters. And I'm going to say this, whether it's Christmas or not, I'm going to say smarten the fuck up. Okay? If I reach out to you, I say, hi, let's collaborate, or give me some ideas, or I suggest something, don't fucking snub me. Okay? Don't snub me. I've got some world experience. I've done things, and I've been to places some of you dare not goddamn venture. So you should respect that. And if you find that intimidating, you shouldn't be behind one of these things or in front of one of these things. Okay? Now, from my personal point of view, the way the world's going, there's going to be a fight somewhere, whether it's in South America, whether it's in Europe, Middle East, or here in North America. Now, if you're a fellow podcaster like myself and I reach out to you, have the fucking courtesy of responding back to me. Okay? Because I'm not one to think that who's better here or who's better there, or I'm better than you or you're better than me. Just don't be fucking rude to me and don't snub me. Okay? Don't do that. It just shows really a lack of consideration, because there's a lot of great podcasters out there, especially here in Canada, that lean towards the conservatism and the libertarianism. And they're great. And I've given comments and I've given a thumbs up and I've interacted, and that's great. And I've also interacted with the likes of Frank Vaughn, great guy, Northern Perspective, great people. I've been on their show a couple of times. They've been on my show when they were starting out. And I'm glad I got to be part of their growth process too. But there's others there I'm not going to mention, because I'm not going to try to stir the pot or cause any shit. Okay? But when I make an effort to reach out to you, have the fucking courtesy of responding back to me. Can you do that? I don't care if you have 300 comments or 3 comments. I don't care if you have 300 emails or 3 emails. Show me some fucking respect. Okay? I don't take lightly to people that just go, oh. Right? My brush off days are done. I'm not in high school anymore. I'm not some insecure little fucking 14-year-old or some insecure little brand new recruit or some brand new private battalion. I'm a grown-ass man. I've got world experience. I've seen things, done things, and I think I've got what it takes to engage in debate and good dialogue with individuals. But if I reach out to you because I like your show and I offer, let's say, a collaboration or some feedback, give me some feedback. Can you do that? There's a few of yous out there who might be watching who know who the fuck you are. So keep that in mind, because I will type nasty emails in return. I will type some nasty things and say, get off your high horse. Show other Canadians some bloody respect. Don't demand a politician give you respect. And then when another Canuck reaches out to you to share and exchange ideas, and you just blow me off like I'm a dirty shirt, well, then I'm going to have to get that shirt dirtier and throw it back at you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to have to do. So don't make me do that. If I reach out to you with legitimate answer or legitimate concern or a question or a query, or open up the floodgates and say, hey, let's talk about something. Let's maybe work together on something. Don't ignore me. Okay? Because it's just fucking rude. But I'm not going to dwell on that anyway. You know, it is Christmas time, so I hope you're all having a good Christmas with your families and your loved ones, that your bellies are full, that the lights are on, the heat's on. And there's more coming tomorrow as the next day and next day. So tomorrow will be a brighter day. Right? Let's just hope there will be light, hopefully, by the new year. And let's just hope there's some more presents under the tree next year.
Stay updated and follow Crusty Canuck on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram, YouTube, and Podbean. Subscribe today and donate at crustycanuck.ca.
And you're back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 391 of the Crusty Canuck podcast. A Merry Christmas and things to come. Hi, if you like and hear what you see, click like, subscribe, share this podcast all over your social media platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, do not be shy. If you feel like donating, please donate. Links will be in the description for you to follow. Prefer if you use my PayPal. Trying to build that up again too. Try to get a few bucks there too. I actually looked at my stats there last week, and ironically enough, I've made $21. Hey, I can get those. I can get that extra gasoline and probably that newspaper I've always wanted. You know what I mean? Not that I read the newspapers. I'd rather read stuff online and see it up close and personal when I watch my live feeds and when I watch media on the tube. But still, thank you anyway for those individuals that helped me make $21 this week. But I would like to make at least quadruple that or more than that because of you wonderful people. So if you feel like donating, please consider donating. Every little bit helps. It'll help me keep this podcast up and running in a timely manner too. So without dwelling on what I mentioned before about people not reaching out, just don't be snobbish, because I've got some experiences too I'd like to share. I've seen my share of horror, and I've seen my share of chaos, and my share of pain and blood and carnage. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Okay. I don't have oodles of sponsors. I've had some offers from my Gmail account, people that want to collab with me, but then I'd get back to them, and they never call me back, and they wouldn't have a proper website or any kind of product, just basically bullshitting me. So if you got legitimate time for me and you want to share something with me or have me on your show, or that's fine. But if I reach out to you and I give you a compliment about something, have the courtesy of giving me some feedback too. Okay? And if I get this whole, I don't have time, then I'm going to think you're full of shit. And I'm going to call you on that. Okay? Because I'm at a point in my life right now, and I'm at the age right now where I don't have any time to take any shit. And it doesn't matter where you're sitting on the political fence. It doesn't matter if you're a commie. It doesn't matter if you're a socialist. It doesn't matter if you're agnostic. if you're atheist, if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Jew. I don't care if you love the NDP or Les Blocs or the Rhinoceros Party or libertarian or conservative or a diehard Kool-Aid drunk liberal. Okay? If I reach out to you and I have a genuine question or concern, answer me back. If not, I'm not going to waste my fucking time in your channel. Right? It's about courtesy, exchanging ideas, right? We got a lot of these conservatives who say we have to exchange more dialogue and ideas. And then when an individual who is somewhat like-minded in certain things reaches out to you and you don't say shit to me, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to think you're full of shit. And I'm going to call you on it too. So that's what's going to happen in the future, ladies and gentlemen. Things to come, all right? And then another thing to come too is that I'm trying to organize my page. So if you donate $3 a month, $3 to $5 a month, your name will be entered, okay, for a free T-shirt from the Crusty Canuck shop. There's a link in my description about that too. And if you donate $10 or more a month, you'll get a free T-shirt and a coffee mug from my shop too. So that means if I get 10 people and they all give me $10 a month, then I'll draw a name at the end of the month, see who wins the T-shirt or the mug. And if I get a bunch of people that want to donate $3 to $5 a month, I'll pick a name. I'll actually do a live show. I'll record the episode like I would any other episode, and I'll draw a name, and you'll get yourself a T-shirt. So self-explanatory too. So then I'll get a hold of you, and I'll get your email and your address, and no postage charge for you. I'll mail it to you at my expense. So keep that in mind. That's going to happen next year too. Help me raise some money here. Keep this podcast going because I wouldn't mind getting paid now doing this. I don't mind doing this for free. I don't mind letting you people know what's going on from my perspective. But I'm getting sick and tired of seeing content creators and podcasters who really do nothing but just, worry about their looks and worry about shit and get paid for it. When I'm actually trying to create conversation and give you perspective, I think I should get some pay for it. I'm not demanding it, but you know where I'm coming from anyway. But I hope this Christmas has been good for you all, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a great time with your family, that you're all settled in and cozy with your loved ones. To all the parents out there, I hope your kids had a good day too. There's always that satisfactory feeling when you do something nice for a little kid at Christmas or his or her birthday and their face lights right up. I've always enjoyed that. I don't have any kids of my own. Lord knows my wife and I, we've tried. Maybe it just wasn't in the cards. And adoption is just a racket as far as we're concerned. But no, it's always good when you see a little kid's face light up and the pride and the joy they have when they get a new toy or a new item or a piece of clothing they like and they're happy. That's always a good feeling I find at Christmas and birthdays. I've always enjoyed that. And my parents have said to me they've enjoyed it, watching our faces light up when we were little kids. So that's a good thing about Christmas too. And it's a good time just to sit and reflect and appreciate and enjoy who you are and what you have in your loved ones. Gentlemen, when you look at your wives tonight, just remember to tell them you love them. And ladies, you tell your husbands the same thing. You tell your partners how much you feel, how much they mean to you. And tell your kids the same thing too. Economically, we're having a hell of a time here, ladies and gentlemen. But it will get better, hopefully. The times will pass. Let us hope. And let's not reflect or let's not dwell in the darkness. Let's keep fighting for the light, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows what next year is going to bring? I do believe there might be a fight coming. I don't know where or when, but I think it'll be sooner than a couple of years. And when it comes to the whole GUN buyback, when it comes to the whole pew-pew issue in this country, to my friends in the CCFR, keep fighting the good fight. You got my support. To other GUN owners out there, stand your ground, stand firmly. I personally know a couple of police officers that will not enforce the buyback. They won't waste their time enforcing it because they got better things to do. They'd rather go out and hunt real criminals than knock on everyone's door and say, excuse me, do you have a big bang stick? We'd like to take it back, please, and give you a Tim Hortons card. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that. I just wanted to say for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to have a Merry Christmas and to be thankful for what you do have, and be thankful that you have the integrity and the stamina to persevere through this garbage we call our politics, to fight for our democracy in a proper fashion, not how Elizabeth May says it may be compromised, or Gilles Duceppe, or correction, Yves Blanchette, or whoever the honcho is of NDP now. He was quite the funny guy, or what Pierre Poilievre says, or what even that Blarney Carney says in his cronies of Kool-Aid drinkers. You know what's best for you, and that's the way it should be. You know what's best for you and your family, for you and your loved ones, and that's the way it should be. And keep fighting the good fight. New Year's just around the corner, so I will try to have an episode up, hopefully by New Year's. I can't guarantee it, but I'll see what I can do based on my work schedule and all that good stuff. But I will do what I can just to keep you guys posted. I might do another Vids on the Fly special coming up. So, because sometimes when I work late, I get off, and the last thing I want to do is try to record anything. I'm not trying to have a cop-out, but I want to get the information out there in a timely manner without overexerting myself, ladies and gentlemen. Because sometimes when I do these shows, it does get overwhelming, because I do get emotional, and I get angry, and I get upset. But it's all for this, and it's all for you too, you wonderful, beautiful people out there. And I want to thank some viewers that have chimed in from South Africa. Thank you very much. I notice I have some people on my Podbean that have watched from Japan, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Singapore, like I said, South Africa, Netherlands. I'm getting a few more people from Britain. Thank you. To the individual that has said something from Britain, please pass this stuff around. I'd like to get more British viewers if I can too. Some more brothers and sisters across the pond. You can see the Union Jack there behind me. I'm a big supporter of the UK. I'm a big supporter of France. I'm a supporter of Germany. I'm a supporter of democracies. So I've also got a few more people from Victoria, Australia, saying hello. So thank you very much to my Australian viewers, to my Japanese viewers, and especially my American viewers. I'm getting an abundance of people from California watching my show. So thank you very much to those in California watching, in Georgia, Missouri, Florida, New Jersey. I think it's also New Hampshire. I saw one there too. Getting a couple out of Texas, Nevada, Arizona. So thank you very much to my American viewers and listeners. And I hope you all have a wonderful, or are having a wonderful Merry Christmas and a good festive time with loved ones. Like I've said before, drink, dance, be merry, bring the mead out, sing the songs that won the war, and to celebrate your families galore, right? So do what you can, everybody, and just to be level-headed. Do your best to still be kind to people. I'm not talking like some college SJW wanker here. I'm talking from one man to another man, one adult to another adult, to all you adults, to all you wonderful people. Just do what you can to be good, to be level-headed, to be sensible. And we shall overcome through this darkness, ladies and gentlemen. We shall overcome the odds and fucking prevail and thrive as we should. I have been Crusty Canuck on this beautiful Christmas Day, 2025, ladies and gentlemen. I wish good things for you all out there. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and just to have a good time and a good night with your family and friends, and just focus on the good things, right? Like I said, I will be around sometime, hopefully in the next few days, and I will get more information or get another video up for you, or get Vids on the Fly for you. But in the meantime, just enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, and we shall talk again, ladies and gentlemen. And like I always say, humanity and merit wins the day. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye for now.
Hit it, sweetheart. Because I am hard, you will not like me. Yes, sir. There is no racial bigotry here. Here you are all equally worth.
This has been another episode of the Crusty Canuck podcast. Stay sane, and thank you for listening. From Western Canada, this is the Crusty Canuck podcast.